In problem number 5, we're given a system of 3 equations, each having 3 variables. In order to solve this system, what we're going to need to do is somehow eliminate one of the variables and work from there. I decided to first start off by trying to eliminate the c variable. So I pick 2 equations and rewrite them. Looking at these 2 equations, I don't have a pair of opposite terms. Again, I decided I was going to try to eliminate the c variable. So I pick one of the equations, multiply that entire equation by -4. After distributing, what I now have is a system of equations, -4a minus 3b minus 4c equals -12, and 8a minus 16b plus 4c equals 112. My c terms are now opposite. When I combine these 2 equations, my c terms will be eliminated. I'm left with an equation, 4a minus 19b equals 100. And what I have done is taken an equation with 3 variables, and I've worked it down to where I now simply have 2. I now need to go through the exact same process again, but I need to make sure I pick a different system. Obviously, I'm going to have to use one of the equations over again. I decide again to use the very first equation and now the last equation. So I now have a plus 6b plus 6c equals -18, -2a plus 4b minus c equals -28. Since my first system I eliminated the c variable, I need to do the exact same process here. So I choose to multiply that second equation by +6. When I combine my 2 equations, my c term cancels, and I have -11a plus 30b equals -186. I now have a system of equations, but only in 2 variables. I'm now going to use the first equation that we solved for and the next equation we solved for. Using that system, I can now choose to eliminate either the a or the b variable. So, my new system, 4a minus 19b equals 100, and -11a plus 30b equals -186. I don't have a pair of opposite terms, and since the 4 and the 11 were the smallest numerical values there, I decided it might be easiest to try to eliminate the a term. However, this time, in order to create that pair of opposites, I realized I needed to multiply both equations. Here are the resulting systems of equations. My a terms of +44a and -44a should cancel or should be eliminated when I combine these 2 equations. I have -89b equals 356, and when I divide by -89, my b value is equal to -4. I have now solved for one of the three variables. I'm now going to take that b variable and I'm going to substitute it in to one of the equations that only contained an a and b variable. I choose to substitute in to the 4a minus 19b equals 100 equation. That's Buddy. So I have 4a minus 19 times negative 4, which was my value for b, equals 100. I can evaluate and solve. I have now determined that my value for a is equal to 6. Now that I know both the a and the b variable, I can substitute in to one of the original equations containing a, b, and c. I choose one of the original equations. A plus 6b plus 6c equals negative 18. Substitute in for the a and b variable. Evaluate and solve. And we have 6c equals 0. When I divide each side by 6, c ends up equaling 0. So we've solved for the three variables a, b, and c. A was equal to 6, b was equal to negative 4, c was equal to 0. You're a bad boy.